graders, for your homework tonight, you might actually want an extra sheet of paper. I'll try it on here, but I have a feeling I'm going to want an extra sheet. So I'm going to start out by looking at just the 3. 4 won't go into 3, it's too small. But I know that 4 times 9 is 36, so I can subtract here. Get 0. Check, is 0 smaller than my divisor? It is, so I'll bring down my next digit. And I have a 1. 4 can't go into 1, but I know it's not just a remainder of 1 because that wouldn't even make sense. 4 times 9 would never equal 361. So it must be 90. And then I have a remainder of 1. Now I'm going to look over here on the sides here. It says answers 1 through 9. So I'm going to look for 90, remainder 1. There it is, right there. L. So then I go up here and I find the number 1 and I write L. I don't know if there's any other number 1s. I think that might be it. Number 2, we're just going to divide. 5 does not go into 3, but 5 does go into 36 times. We'll subtract. 0, check. Is it smaller than your divisor? It is, so we'll bring down our next digit. The 3, it's too small, so we're back to 0. And we've got 60, remainder 3. Let's check over here for a 60 remainder 3, and it's W. So number 2 will be W. Looks like we've got a few of them, at least a couple. Okay, I think we got them. Number 3, moving over. 8 does not go into 2, it's too small. Try and see if I can get my camera to stop doing all that. 8 does not go into 2, but it does go into 24. 8 times 3 is 24. Subtract and we get 0. Check, is it smaller than the divisor? It is, it's just 0. So then we bring down our 5. 8 does not go into 5, it's too small, so we put a 0 up here and we get a remainder of 5. Sometimes we call it 5/8. Today we're calling it remainder 5 for this activity. So let's look and see if we see 30 remainder 5. We do. It's K. So number 3 will be a K. I'm not seeing any others, so we'll move on. 6 goes into 6 one time. We'll subtract, and we'll get 0. Bring down the 4. 6 can't go into 4, it's too small. So we'll put a 0 there and bring down our next digit. 6 times 7 is 42. And if we subtract, we get 0. So our answer looks like should be 107. Number 4 is C. So we'll find number 4 up here and write down a C. Looks like that's it. Moving over, 9 goes into 9 one time. Subtract, you get a 0. It's smaller than the divisor, so we're ready for our next digit, a 2. 9 does not go into 2, it's too small, so we put a 0 there. Bring down our next digit, which is a 0. 9 times 2 is 18. We'll subtract, get a remainder of 2. So 102, remainder 2 for that one. We'll check over here, see if we see. Yep, there it is. 102, remainder 2 is E. So we know 5 up here in our puzzle will be an E. Looks like I have a few. I think that's it. So now we'll move over to number 6. 7 does not go into 5, it's too small, but 7 times 8 is 56. We can subtract and we get 0. We'll bring down our 3. 7 does not go into 3, it's too small, so we'll put a 0 there. And then we'll bring down our next digit. Let's see, 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 5 is 35. That's too big, so I'll go with 4. 7 times 4 is 28. We'll subtract and get a remainder of 3. So we'll look over here. Uh-oh, did I subtract wrong? I don't think so. 804, remainder 3. Oh no, that's just, it's a different number. Alright, so it looks like a 6 is going to be G. So we'll look at our puzzle. I see a 6 over here, we'll write a G in there. I don't see any others, so we'll move on. 3 does not go into 1, but 3 goes into 15 5 times. And we'll subtract, get a remainder of 0. It's a check. We'll see it's smaller than a divisor, so we'll bring down our next digit. 3 does not go into 2, so we'll put a 0 there. And we'll bring down our next digit, a 9. 3 times, let's see, 3 times 9 is 27. I think that's what we can do. And we get a remainder of 2. So we're looking for 509 remainder 2. There it is over here. And that's number 7. Number 7 is a T. I think that's it. Move to 8. 8 does not go into 5, but 8 will go into 53. Let's see. 8 times 9. Let's see. 7 times 8 is 56. That's too small, or too big. Let's see. So 7 was too much. 6 times 7 is 6 times 8, sorry, is 48. We'll do that. 48. And a remainder of 5. Check. Is it smaller than our divisor? It is. So we're ready to bring down our next digit, a 6. 7 times 8 is 56 exactly. So we subtract and get 0. And we're ready for our last digit. I'm going to bring it way down here actually. It's a 4. 8 will not go into 4, so we need a 0 there. So we get an answer of 670 remainder 4. Let's look over in our puzzle here. 670 remainder 4 right there. So number 8 is going to be an S. We've got an S over here. Okay. We'll move to number 9 here. 8 does not go into, or 5 does not go into 4, but 5 will go into 46. Let's see. 9 times 5 is 45. Subtract and get 1. Is it smaller than our divisor? It is. So we're ready for the 5. 5 times 3 will be 15. We'll subtract and get 0 and bring down our last digit is 0. 5 won't go into 0 because it's too small. So we get an answer of 930. Let's see. 930, number 9 will be D. Any other number 9s out there? Looks like we got them. So now we're off to number 10. This one I am going to be using my scratch piece of paper. So we'll rewrite it and we'll number it, number 10. And we'll set it up 6 as our divisor, and our dividend is 4,225. And we read it as 4,225 divided by 6, remember. All right, here we go. 6 does not go into 4, but 6 times 7 is 42. We'll subtract, get 0. Check, is it smaller than a divisor? It is, so we're ready to bring down our next digit. 6 does not go into 2, so we'll put a 0 there. And then we'll bring down our next digit, 5. 6 times 4 is 24. Subtract and you get 1. So we've got 704 remainder 1. Let's check. There it is, 704 remainder 1, P. So number 10 is P. Let's see if we have any number 10s up there. There's 1. All right, moving on. At number 11 here, I'm just checking it off so I don't forget which ones I've done. 839 divided by 4. 4 will go into 8 2 times. We'll subtract and you get 0. Bring down your next digit and you get 3. 4 will not go into 3 because it's too small. And then we'll bring down the 9. 4 times 9 is 36. Subtract and you get 3. So we get 209 remainder 3. Let's take a look over here. There it is, 209 remainder 3. So number 11 will be an H. Okay, we're done with number 11. Number 12. We have 3,427 divided by 9. 9 can't go into 3, it's too small. 9 can go into 34 though. Let's see, 9 times 5 is too big. 9 times 4 is 36, too big. 9 times 3 is 27. We get a remainder of 7. We'll bring down our 2. Oh, we should have checked. Is our remainder smaller than a divisor? If it is, we're ready for our next digit, 72. 8 times 9 is 72. And we'll subtract and get a 0. We'll check. It's smaller, so we're ready for our 7. And that one is too small, so we'll put a 0 here and call it a remainder of 7. 380, remainder 7. Let's look over here. I see it. 307. I thought I saw it. 380, remainder 7 right there. That looks like an I. Capital letters, so that must be an I, and we are on number 12. So number 12 is going to be I. Alright, we did number 12, we're on to number 13, and we're going to rewrite this. 918 divided by 3, and we're going to look at it smaller. 3 goes into 9 3 times. 9, subtract 0. Is it smaller than a divisor? It is. We'll bring down the next 0. Too small. Bring down our next digit. Too small. Bring down our next digit of 18. 3 times 6 is 18. We'll subtract and get a 0. So this time we're looking for 3006. There it is, M. So that was number 13. Number 13 is M. There's 113. I think that might be all we've got. Number 14. We've got 4,937 divided by 7. Alright. 7 won't go into 4, but it will go into 49 7 times. And we subtract, and we get 0. Then we bring down our 3. 7 does not go into 3, it's too small. We'll bring down our next digit of 7. Let's see, 7 times 6 is 42, too small. 7 times 5 is 35, that's probably as close as we're going to get. Subtract and we get a remainder of 2. So we're looking for 705, remainder 2. There it is, an A. So number 14 is going to be an A. And now we're on to number 15. We've got 4,203 divided by 5. 5 can't go into 4, it's too small, but it can go into 42. 8 times 5 is 40. We subtract. Check. Is 2 smaller than 5? It is. We're ready for our next digit. 20. 5 times 4 is 20. Subtract and we get 0. It's smaller than our divisor. We're ready to bring down our 3. It won't work. It's too small, so we're going to call it a remainder of 3. 840, remainder 3. And that's an N. So number 15 is an N. We're getting there. Number 16. Dishes are packed 6 per box. How many boxes are needed for 400 dishes? So we're going to do 400 divided by 8. 8 times 5 is 40. We'll subtract and get 0, bring down a 0, and we'll get 50 exactly. So number 16, we're looking for 50. There it is, U. So number, oh, I think I skipped. Nope, I didn't. I just didn't cross them off. Number 16 is a U. And then we've got 17. Each kite requires 2 sticks. How many sticks are needed for 756 or 50 kites? And let's see, times 3. We get a remainder of 1. Bring down the 5. And we'll bring down our last digit of 5. Sorry, I'm rushing a little bit. I'm afraid we're going to run out of time. 375. Do I have an answer of 375? If we don't, then I did it wrong.